What's up, guys? Welcome back. So recently we've had a bit of a sneak peek at some of the new and upcoming content, and in this video I'm gonna give some of my thoughts and also give you guys an update if you haven't seen any of this on some of the new and upcoming content. The devs recently released a video giving us some sneak peek footage with a glimpse into the new region, the Land of the Morning Light, covering topics on what seems like potential monster and boss hunting, new gear being added to the game, what seems like a completely revamped version of life skilling, which I'm actually keen on seeing more of, and yeah, quite a bit of stuff. What seems like a potentially exciting update coming our way. And let me just be a buzzkill for just but a few seconds and then get back into the hype, because it's sounding like our friends over in the Korean region are going to get this first and then other regions to follow suit afterwards, which I've genuinely never been a fan of for a few reasons. Usually I put this at the end of the video, but I just want to put it up front first. First and foremost, it just sucks to watch other people get new content released ahead of time while we just kind of get a pre-hyped glimpse into what we could be playing. One specific region just gets this first, and I'm simply just not a fan. And then we have the marketplace coming into effect as well, where players will be watching Korea and learning about potential recipes, and then items listed on the marketplace could then go into higher demand, so items get cleared out and potentially overinflated in price. And then when the new content finally hits us, these items are in a premium state and items go for a premium priced range. EA, we want a global release. This is such old and repeated news. You know this. Can we please stop living vicariously through other regions while we wait months for it to finally release to us? These other regions are a big part of your business as well. Please give it to us at the same time. Okay, now that that's off my chest. All right, so first off, looking into some of the new upcoming content, let's take a look into some of the new things that it looks like we can expect. It sounds like we have some boss hunting on the way, with new elite bosses being added and what seems like a relatively decently sized roster. It sounds like there's going to be different difficulties to them. I'm going to guess gear score will probably play a bit of a role here, but only by so much, as each of these bosses seems to have a weakness to a specific elemental type, and you can apply those elemental effects by unlocking them through this new content, which I would imagine some of it would be unlockable either immediately or by successfully performing missions early on. Not too sure at the moment. While 80% of your damage comes from these elemental effects and only 20% of your damage coming from your main gear. So unlocking these elemental effects is going to play a crucial role, is what it sounds like, and I'm going to imagine that this content will be welcoming for players of a much wider gear range. Hopefully this is content we can also place closer to endgame that becomes a viable thing to also push for. I'd like to see this type of content do well, honestly. And then next we have some new gear additions also coming. So the notorious Fallen God armor hitting yet another piece, and it's the gloves this time that we're seeing next. There's going to be two options, one for DR, one for evasion, so you'll be able to work on either or even both together. So get your Kafir level 10 gloves ready, and good luck NA with your Kafir orders. Alongside your armor being prepped, you'll also need to have the new flame, which is obtainable through defeating the new bosses coming out. That also has an extremely low chance of dropping. But alternatively, the flame has a crafting method by obtaining 300 crystallized despair and 300 of 3 different types of materials that are obtainable in the new region. I'm unsure if this flame's even going to be able to be listed on the marketplace. I would imagine that it would be, since the other two are, but this one in particular I would imagine would probably sell to the 10 to 15 billion silver range based on how much crystallized despair you need for this alone. So I'm unsure for that reason if it's going to be sellable, but I would imagine it would be. Next, let's talk about these insane new accessories coming. First up, we have this sick new necklace, and God only knows why this couldn't be a general mechanic in the game. This new necklace claimed to grant you the ability to replace your V and reward you with an upgraded version of your V in replacement. This new one will counter off any CC, including grabs and knockdowns, and apply an AoE CC as well when you come out of your V. I genuinely wish that Ving out of any CC in the first place was a thing, so we know that they can make it, you just have to get gear to have it. I'm a bit on the fence with this one. Next up, you have the new belt that can award you with a special skill that gives you additional AP, DP, and accuracy for a certain period of time. The amount of statistics that the buff gives is simply based on the gear's enhancement level. So we have mutated skill options being added, which honestly could be something really cool and broken at the same time for the game. I'm kind of a fan of this though. And I'm also a fan of the new Deboreka accessories being added. With the earring coming into place soon, you'll need this cool looking flame said to be an illusion gem in order to craft one. The recipe to craft them sounds very similar to how other Duborica accessories are crafted as well. But something to make note of this one in particular is the fact that these accessories are going to be coming out with a set bonus. I'm going to imagine you're going to need all 3 of them, and most likely just one of the earrings, or maybe 2 earrings and 1 belt, 2 earrings, 1 necklace, who knows. Then we have this absolutely cracked crystal that has this massive grocery list of statistics added to it. The new region is going to allow us to get 2 additional crystal slots, and here is what's going to be an expensive one. You can only wear 1 of these while the roster of stats listed isn't translated in this picture. I don't think I need to translate this in order to show you how impactful this is most likely going to be. And expensive. Taking a look into more crystals, we have new specific life skilling stones for all different types of life skilling, and they've added a new hunting rifle that looks like it's come alongside some great life skilling changes as well. Sniping and hunting looks to have a really clean UI, while it also shows a display of your shot. And this follows into what seems like a new revamped life skilling system, having a variety of different mini games that can be performed across the board for various tasks. Though this gathering mini game sounds like it has a chance to trigger, and you'll have to perform story missions in order to unlock this mini game as well. Me personally, I'm a fan of seeing something like this because the life skilling in BDO is a little bland for my preference. I'm sure some will disagree with me, but I think just more random events of this type of nature is going to be really cool to see. Trading is also going to be revamped and coming to the new region, which has been widely talked about. So hopefully we're going to see some more lucrative silver making methods hit the table that don't take away too much from other departments in the game. They've got some new buffs, foods, and elixirs that will also follow suit into the life skilling department as well, so be on the lookout for that. There's also going to be some new workers, and alongside giving those guys a new home, lastly, they seem to have some new housing content coming out that's meant to follow the same suit as the mansion in Serendia. So it's sounding like there's going to be a few manor options to choose from in the new region, so if that's your kind of thing, look forward to that. Overall, the content is pretty exciting to hear. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take until it's in our hands to be played. But what are some of the things that you're most excited for? I'd like to know your thoughts on really any of the content that's to be coming soon, and any feedback and suggestions that you may also have. But as far as that goes, thanks for checking this new content out with me, and looking forward to seeing more of what's in store with the Land of the Morning Light. I don't know what effort goes into making games and the long days that developers put themselves through, but I do just wish to make mention again that I think it's super lame that we all together get to see this exciting new content we've been looking forward to and not see it globally released for all of us to play at the same time. Whatever it is, I think there is plenty of us that'd be willing to wait. That's just me though.